The best comedians don't just make you laugh, they make you think. Because the truth is, the funniest people are usually pulling from real life, real experiences, real moments, and real perspective. Tonight's guest is someone who brings exactly that to the stage. A comedian whose storytelling, timing, and connection with audiences make every performance feel personal. So tonight, we're talking about comedy, life, and the journey behind the laughs. Let's get into it. Smoke and Ice begins now.
Smoke and ice, twice as nice. I'm your vice. Smoke and ice.
Welcome to Smoke and Ice with Kelly and Wayne. This is the podcast where you're not only informed, but entertained. Sit back, relax, and remember, where there's smoke, there's fire. And you can't chill without ice. Now, here are your hosts, Kelly Allen and Wayne McCullers.
Smoke and ice, twice as nice. Smoke and ice.
You have now entered into another episode of Smoke and Ice, where smoke meets sophistication and ice meets intensity. I'm Kelly, and today I have an amazing conversation from a very funny guest. My guest tonight is an Atlanta-based stand-up comic known for his relatable storytelling, sharp wit, and ability to connect with audiences through real-life experiences. He's discovered his passion for comedy while serving in the U.S. Navy, a moment that helped shape both his voice and his perspective as a performer. Since then, he's built a reputation on the comedy circuit for delivering performances that are engaging, authentic, and rooted in everyday life. The kind of comedy that makes you laugh because you lived it. Whether he's performing in Atlanta or touring, he brings energy, crowd connection, and a style that keeps audiences locked in from start to finish. So tonight we're talking about comedy, life experiences, and the journey of turning real moments into real laughter. Please help me welcome to Smoke and Ice, Marvin Hunter. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have so many other things that you can be doing right now instead of being here with us. But I understand now that you are a Scotch drinker.
Yeah, I do like my Scotch, my Johnny Walker Black.
Okay, Johnny Walker Black. I know it well. I used to dabble in Scotch a little bit after a while. Got caught onto the Macallan 1825 kick, and then after that, I just moved on to bourbon. So if you have some Scotch, partake. If not, I will have some bourbon today. And
Well, I actually have some bourbon.
oh, you do?
At
1702.
Yeah, 1792 sweet wheat.
Okay. Well, let's enjoy the bourbon together if you'd like to pour. Gotcha. Well, before we get into it, and we cheers, because we are going to in just a moment, I need to recognize our bourbon partner for the month, Remus Bourbon, crafted by the historic Ross and Squibb Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, part of the renowned MGP portfolio of spirits. Last week on Smoke and Ice, we featured Remus Repeal Reserve, which is known for its deep richness and layered complexity. That expression leans into bold notes, toasted brown sugar, dark fruit, baking spices, and a long, full-bodied finish driven by a higher rye influence. This week, we're featuring something truly special, Remus Babe Ruth Reserve. Now, what separates this bourbon is not just the name, but the structure and balance of its profile. Where Repeal Reserve is bold and spice-forward, Babe Ruth Reserve brings a more refined, rounded experience with a focus on richness and smooth integration. On the nose, you'll find caramel, vanilla, aged oak, but it opens up with a slightly softer, more polished sweetness compared to last week's deeper spice profile. On the palate, this bourbon delivers rich caramel, honeyed sweetness, and toasted oak layered with subtle spice rather than leading with it. It's smoother, more balanced, and leans into a classic, well-aged bourbon character rather than the bold spice of Repeal Reserve. It finishes clean, and it's less aggressive than last week's expression, but just as memorable in its own way. So while Remus Repeal Reserve delivers bold complexity and spice, Remus Babe Ruth Reserve offers a smoother, more refined, and balanced bourbon experience. We're proud to feature Remus brand here on Smoke and Ice, and we look forward to continuing this journey throughout their portfolio. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour up and catch up where you are, because normally I would have already had a couple before I got on here. That's probably why I can't read.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing like a little festivity in the afternoon.
Right. So here it is. And I've loved every one that they've sent us so far. Really good. So cheers.
Cheers.
It is sweeter than last week.
That was a long profile of tasting note.
It is. And
I don't
you
know why they just can't say it's good.
No, can't just say it's good. Not at that time. Normally I just be like, this is good or this is terrible. But anyway, we'll get into it. Now, this would not be Smoke and Ice without bringing another part of Smoke and Ice experience, and that's the cigar. Now, listen, Marvin. I did my homework, and I saw what you like, right? And you're a serious cigar aficionado. I know this. I'm trying to...
I dabble.
I'm trying to get where you are, So, maybe I need to come get a class or something. I don't know. So tonight's cigar we're featuring, it's coming from our partner Joker Smoker, and this one is the Perdomo Lot 23.
Very, very smooth, light smoke.
Yes. Yeah. So from what I read, this one is known for its smooth, balanced profile, notes of cedar, coffee, a little natural sweetness. That makes it approachable whether you're new or whether you're, already been liking cigars. So let's talk. Perfect. And so I want to talk about this cigar a little bit. Like what drew you to this cigar?
The smoothness. And it's very, very approachable.
Okay.
And I have learned that that coffee thing, right? So it pairs very well with coffee. So if you midday, not a heavy smoke, you want something, maybe you're barbecuing or something, it's a reasonable price, so it can be a smoke. So I definitely would, suggest that to people.
Where would you put this? Is this part of your top 5, or is this just something that's approachable and it's?
No, I wouldn't put it in the top 5. But if I had a top 5 of beginner cigars, I would put that there.
Awesome. And I think that's a good thing for our viewers to know, especially if they're trying to get into cigars. It'll help them, choose something that, like you said, is a milder smoke, maybe more medium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to find out because we're about to light up, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about some cigars. So
do that. Let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'll agree. I like it. It's not too much. And everything I described, I feel it. So I like it. Definitely something I'll go back to. Now I try not to repeat on any of these shows, so it might be in my private stash, but not so much on that.
I did have it on the Leva a Black Swan.
Okay.
That's what I'm smoking.
Okay. That I'll have to try that one as well. I haven't had that one yet. How does that one smoke?
This Nicaraguan filler, Ecuadorian wrapper, and I want to say Connecticut broadleaf. Ecuadorian binder and a broadleaf wrapper. But you can't buy these in the store. You got to order them offline.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, at least now I know, so I can go ahead and get my order and so I can get it.
A Leva Black.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, listen. So, at what point did you just find that you like cigars?
This is a tool. This is a networking tool. That's how I. My good friend Rodney Perry, who y'all are familiar with, he got me into cigar, and I found that I enjoy the culture of cigar actually more than I do the stick. It's a grown up habit, you know what I'm saying, or hobby. Now I say hobby.
Right. And I agree, because that's really where this show started. It started over bourbon and cigars, just having great conversation. And it was like, you know what? We all have great conversations. Let me hear what other people have to say, about it. And we'll do it over smoking cigars and bourbon. And not everyone does it, so we can still have a great conversation. But for me, it's that grown and sexy thing that you do, and you just sit around and you have great conversation with it.
Meet some wonderful people. And you could have a millionaire sit next to a pauper, and everybody's equal in the cigar bar.
Yeah.
Cigar lounge.
So do you remember the first cigar you ever smoked?
I've been asked that, but I want to say it might have been a campaign. So much campaign. Also the Lot 23 Rocket Patel. And I know I was trying acid. Because I'm new. I was new to it. I've tried a lot of acids. So it's out of those three. I don't remember. I've been a little bit over 10 years now.
Yeah, we did an acid last week, and it was decent. I liked it. So for you, is this experience, we talked about the experiences, the whole atmosphere and the networking aspect of it, but is it more of, would you say, flavor, or is it all combined? Like, what is it that you're looking for when you choose a cigar?
My favorite flavor notes are bread, cracker, cocoa, those type of. I do not love pepper.
Okay.
Pepper is my least favorite note. My favorite cigar of all time is the Andalusian Bull from LFD.
Gotcha.
I had to smoke that every day if I could. A little pricey and it's hard to find, but I love it.
Okay.
I'm a smooth person. I like smooth. The same thing with liquor. I ain't into a lot of bite.
Yeah. Trying to. I find that some that are too harsh, I can't even get through it. And I've just been very honest with it. I'll put it down and just say, I don't want anything that I have to struggle through.
Exactly.
I don't want it to
That's why I don't like when people offer me cigars, because they'll find me disrespectful, because if I don't like it, I'm not going.
Right. So do you have, we're going to get off of cigars now because I really want to get into you, but do you have any advice into anyone that's trying to get into cigars? Because there are rookie mistakes that we all make trying to jump into cigars too quickly.
Do not get strength and pepper confused, because I used to do that. Because if you smoke something that has a lot of pepper, a lot of bite, ooh, that's strong. No, it's not strong. Pepper's not a strength, a flavor note. Strength is nicotine content. So if you got an LFD, double a Hero, these things you have to make sure you put some on your stomach before you smoke them, because you will get sick. So pepper and strength is two different things.
Right. You taught me something today, because I was thinking the peppery note of it was the strength of it and not necessarily the tobacco content of it. Wow.
That's just flavor note.
Okay. All right. Well, before we continue to this great conversation that we're having, I just want to let my viewers know that Joker Smoker has 2 locations right here in Raleigh. And I'll say this, if you find yourself in the area, you need to stop by. The staff is knowledgeable, helpful, and they really take the time to make sure you find exactly what you're looking for. And when you go in, make sure you tell them Smokin' Ice sent you. This is what Smokin' Ice is about: a great conversation, a smooth bourbon, and a well-crafted cigar. Because when you bring the right people, the right energy, and the right experience together, you don't just create a moment, you create something that lingers. Just like the finish on a good bourbon or scotch. And the last draw of a great cigar, that's what we bring. So as always, please enjoy responsibly. Let's keep it going. Smokin' Ice continues next.
Hi, I'm Kelly Allen. Join me each weekday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for Midday Energy Rush on Positive365.net. I'll bring you all your favorite music from every genre and every decade, plus comedy and positive thoughts all in one place. Go to positive365.net and you won't be disappointed. That's positive365.net. We're positively different.
Positively different. Positive 365.
All right, Marvin, let's start at the beginning. What first inspired you to get into comedy?
I never had any aspirations to. I always loved comedy. I always was funny. I'm from a small town in Mississippi, Vicksburg, Mississippi. I didn't have any aspirations to do anything like that. But what happened was I got divorced and the helper took it. And so now I'm back to square one. I'm active duty. They moved me back at the barracks. My roommate happened to be an open mic comic. So I'm busted and disgusted at this point. So I'm down our bare minimum. And so he's going to the open mics. I started going to the open mics and I noticed that everybody was hard. And I was like, I could do that. And I'm thinking it in the back of my mind. Also, my roommates tell me I should try. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna. So he was a Marine, he ended up getting a DUI. Marines don't play that. They locked him up. So now I'm in the room by myself with all of his equipment. I'm playing around with it. I started going to the open mics for myself and I asked the guy, I said, hey man, you mind if I get up? Like, cool, put your name on the list. Put my name on the list. He called my name, I hit back. I was scared to go. I came back the next week, asked him again, he said, yeah, put my name on the list. He called my name again, I hit in the back. I wouldn't go, So the third time, he met me at the door like, hey man, you wait for my car. I'm like, all right, stupid this time. And I went up there, got that first laugh, I texting it every.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It always, once you get those nerves out, it's just something that just helps. And that comes with anything, not just comedy, just anything that you do. Yeah. That first time you get those nerves out, then the rest of it is just like, okay, I got this. Let me show you what I got.
Well, I'm nervous every time. It doesn't matter if it's 12 people or 12,000. I'm nervous.
And that just means that you're steady trying to make yourself better. Those people who are no longer nervous are the ones that just feel like they've arrived, and that's when they start losing that thing that made them funny in the first place. And that's just,
yeah.
I don't know. So you talked about the journey starting, in the barracks. Once your friend left, what was it about that time in your life, other than what you said that happened? But is there anything else that helped push your voice forward, and finding your voice in it?
Being broke at rock bottom, it inspires you. Because how you had divorce go, the judge is like, y'all got pretty everything down the middle, and my ex-wife was like, pretty curse on him? No, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My ex-wife was like, fuck you and that judge. And I had to absorb everything myself, so I'm at the bottom of the barrel. So at that point, you would try anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but life in the military, it trains you for comedy because you got to make people laugh. I've always been able to make people laugh, just not as a professional on stage.
Right. Gotcha. So your style is very relatable and rooted in real life experiences. Why has that always been important to you in comedy?
Because Gen X don't have a voice. And everybody wants to put Gen X to the side, and our ideas, boundaries are outdated. No, the hell they're not. So I am their inner asshole. I am the inner asshole for Gen X.
So, with that being said, and I've seen some of your stuff, but it works. You know what I mean? It just works because it's real life. It's funny. What does that creative process look like when you're building material?
Whatever frustrates, that's something there. I can spin it. Whatever's frustrating, I can spin it. I learned that early on in comedy. I started doing comedy in Hawaii. Then I moved to Guam. And then when I retired out of Charleston, South Carolina. So I say that's really when people say, how long you been doing comedy? I used to say 2009, because that's when I started getting paid. But before that, I was doing open mics, and I noticed that if I deliver a joke, people would laugh. But then if I deliver the joke angrily, and I did it once at open mic, I was like, what was that? That's the same joke I did last week. Didn't get that response. That's interesting. Came back that following week, delivered it angrily again. I was like, there it is. That's my voice.
Yeah.
That's my voice right there.
Yeah, I was hoping you
and I've
wore
been
your
doing
hat today.
Huh?
I said I was hoping you wore your hat today.
Oh, the grumpy uncle hat?
Grumpy uncle hat, yes. I just knew it. I said I'm gonna see the grumpy uncle up there. But it works, because everybody has, that one uncle that's just mad at everything, but everything that he says is just funny. And it comes off that way because he's gonna say whatever he wants. It's gonna come out however he wants to, and it's just hilarious. And it's truth. All the time it's truth. But it works. And I'm so glad you picked that up and you did that.
I pulled from all of my uncles, my coaches, people around the neighborhood in Mississippi, and I speak for them. I echo their voice.
Yeah. So would you say that just your delivery is what helps you connect to your audience, or is there something else that you do that helps you? Because you're known for that with connecting to the audience.
Well, I think that my delivery is a big part of it, but the words still got to be funny. You still got to connect it. They got to strike a nerve. But I will be lying through my ass if I say my delivery has a lot to do with my comedy, because what strikes me when I'm on stage performing is not I love the last, but when I hear in the back, go ahead, you right, I heard that. I know I got it.
Right.
I know I got it. There's a connection there.
Right. And how much of that influence on the crowd? How does that influence you in return?
Oh, it influences all. Mm-hmm. Oh, you give us energy, we give you energy back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. Look, energy is everything.
Yeah. And did you ever find that you had to bring energy to the table because people were just kind of sitting there like,
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the perform at a nursing home this, someone had died the day before, one of their friends. And I had to do that. I performed at a military fraternity convention, and they were honoring one of the fallen people. So people are in there crying, and they say, okay, here comes the comedian.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but laughter is therapy.
Yes, it is.
Laughter is therapy. So it's a good thing that you were able to turn that around, because I know you did. Because you had.
Oh, yeah.
I know you did.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Absolutely.
you did. Well, you've been building your name in the comedy circuit. What has been some of the biggest lessons along the way?
Your success is not another man's responsibility. You got to do it. No one's going to help you. No one's going to look out. You can't. They do fine, but don't lean on that. The entertainment industry is unforgiving, and it is humbling.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. Your success is not another man's responsibility.
Right. What's been one of your biggest challenges during your journey?
Challenges in comedy?
Yes.
Oh, dealing with people who don't have people skills. I did 20 years in the military. I have people skills. Sometimes in the entertainment industry, if that's all they knew, they never worked regular job or structure, they have no people skills. And it's like, it's very frustrating, extremely frustrating. Because you look at another grown man who does something stupid, non-logical, you're like, why the hell did you do that?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's that military thing. I know where it comes from, but that is my biggest challenge.
Yeah, but most of the stuff
Dealing with
is
stupid people.
common sense that most people miss. Common sense is not common at all.
No.
It's
No,
not common.
Mm-hmm.
I wish more people had it, but it's okay. A lot of people see the stage, but not the grind behind it. What's something people misunderstand about becoming a comedian?
Oh, ain't no money. Ain't no money when you first starting years. No money. That money's up and down. You don't know.
Right.
So that's the biggest thing. Don't get in this thing. You better get rich quick. You know that no money in this when you first start.
So would you say understanding that principle right there is what separates comedians who last from those who don't?
Yeah. Yeah, because you could get in this and you could get up your eyeballs in debt. Try to get to these places and travel to these places, and you know, like you doing guest spots or stuff like that, and they're luring you in with exposure.
Mm-hmm.
The word exposure. You know, so yeah.
And they give you exposure, right? But it's kind of true, because if you love something and you really want to do it, you'll do it whether you're getting paid or not. Now, granted, when we are grown and we got bills and responsibilities, it hurts. But it's something that if you keep going, eventually you'll hit. And when you hit, then it's just like, great, you know, and it just looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. Just got to be ready for it.
Yeah. So looking over your journey of all this time that you've been prior to your first getting paid and all that other stuff, however you want to quantify your how long you've been in this, what moment stands out as a turning point?
Well, I started in Hawaii, and I didn't perform on the Black Key. I went to Guam, no Black Key in Guam. So I would say that I'm terrified to perform on my own piece. Because, you know, I grew up on Def Jam, so we could be very unforgiving. So there, Mother's Day of 2005, there was a BET-style comedy show working the region. They came from Japan, came down through Guam. They needed a host. There's going to be there all weekend for a show. The radio DJ was supposed to host, but this was specifically for African American type of show. So all the black folks, all the bases were coming. He was scared. So he threw me on it. And I was scared. And I went up there and I smacked. The comments applauded me, and that's when the light bulb. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I might be able to do this.
Wow. So in what aspect of this keeps you motivated to keep pushing, to keep into it?
The camaraderie. I find myself, and talk to other military people, the camaraderie of military, I desire that. So the fraternity of it, I really, really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? A friendly competition. These are my brothers. These are my sisters in comedy. I really enjoy that family of comedians. Mm-hmm. We do something unique and special that everybody can't do. I really like it.
Yeah, because it takes, you know, a lot of people think they're funny, but if you don't know how to deliver, if you don't know how to do it, you're not funny. Yeah. You might be card table sitting around playing spades funny, but you're not get up on stage funny.
Get up on that stage, that's different.
Right. So listen, I know you have some amazing things coming up. What's next for you? Shows, tours, new projects?
Man, my comedy festival, which I'm so proud of our special just dropped on Tubi, called The Stupid Shelby Putter. And man, it's an hour and 13 minutes of me clowning. Go check that out. Yep.
Definitely. So other than the comedy special, any tours?
Well, it's going to be Uncle Tour. I have the Middle of Nowhere Comedy Festival in Midland, Texas. I'm headlining that coming up. And I'm just out here doing my thing. I also travel with Ricky Smiley. Shout out to Ricky Smiley. Everybody to Friday morning show. So I'm just out here doing things.
Mm-hmm. All right. And how can people keep in contact with you?
And you can get at me at Comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram, Comedian Marvin H on TikTok, and Marvin Hunter on Facebook. Yeah.
Awesome. So I want to do something a little fun right now.
Okay.
Something that we've not done, but I decided I wanted to do this with you. I want to do a rapid fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch it up a little bit. And we're going to call it Smoke and Ice Rapid Fire. The first thing that comes to mind, no thinking, It's not too hard. We just gonna go with it. You game? All right. Best comedian of all time.
Patrice O'Neal.
I agree with you. I love him. Okay. Toughest crowd you ever faced?
Man. Alabama State. I don't do college shows in front of children because they have no life experience and they aggravate the living fuck out of me. So we were scheduled to do a show there. I thought we were doing the alumni.
Right.
And because the next night after that, the Baby and Megan Thee Stallion were going to be there. So I just knew it was an alumni show. I walk into the arena, 2,000 students. Oh my God. The first comedian did well because he actually attended that college. The second comedian bombed. The host was paid for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. They had about enough of him. He went up there and said something about that major. One of them youngsters in the rafters stood up and said, "Get your bitch ass off the stage." And Best K was on the mic. He said, "Huh? Are y'all ready for your headline?" I'm in the back like, don't bring me up at this. Do something else. Man, I went up there in front of students. And I was getting them at first because I was making fun of the security guard and the venue. They like that. So my ignorant ass said about 15 minutes in, okay, I got him. I can start doing material.
And then you lost
Wrong
him.
house. Wrong house. Oh. It was this little heavy-selling fat girl in the middle. She started showing me her keys. Coming up slow like shorts. I said, you wait just a minute, damn it. I'm almost through. I got my check already. I got one more joke, and I mailed it in and got out of there.
Oh, wow.
That was bad.
So
I ain't like that at all.
If presented to you and you know were able to make a choice, comedy or acting, which would you enjoy more?
Oh, comedy.
Comedy?
Comedy.
All right.
Oh,
One thing people don't understand about comedians.
Oh, that we are not always owned. That aggravates me to no end. I am a regular person. If I'm not on stage, I'm not necessarily interested in being funny. Especially if I'm around strangers. If I'm comfortable, yeah, my personality will come out. But if I don't know y'all, I'm reserved. I'm more of a watcher, people watcher. And people take that as something wrong with you or you're uppity or something. I don't know y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What? So, and some comedians are on all the time. And I'm not going to even lie. They aggravate me too when we're friends. Because if I'm having a conversation with you, stop trying out new material on me.
Right.
How's your face? How's the dog? What's going on? Talk about something else other than you clowning 24/7. So I think that aggravates.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think people
Best city for
refuse that.
comedy crowds.
Man, I love Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Now, man, the Stardome has been good to me. The people of Birmingham have been good to me. That's why I started my conference fest in Birmingham. I'm at the Red Mountain Theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
One joke that always works.
You joke about me having to take my son's phone away from him because constantly was listening to music in the class. Teacher kept telling us, kept warning, he kept doing it. Okay, back, give me the phone. Took the phone. Now my wife is nosy. She wants to go through his phone. And I told her, when you look for shit, you find shit, right? Turns out my son is sending out dick pics to girls, right? She brings the phone to me, put it in my face, what that look like? I'm like, in favor of dick. And I appreciate it if you get it out of my face, man. So, but he want me to go talk to him. But I told her, you worry about the wrong thing. She tripping because it's sending out dick pics. I'm tripping because a nigga dick on salt. Who the hell do that? Who the hell do that, son? can't stick your dick out on salt? Damn, I gotta explain to you about first impression.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that always works. So a comedian that doesn't get enough credit.
Ooh, man. A minute. The late great Tyler Craig. He did not get his clout, man. One of the funniest dudes I ever met in my life. He gave me some of the most solid advice as a comic. When I was still active duty and I was living in South Carolina, and I had retired, I'm sorry. But it didn't look like I was ever gonna be able to lead the state. I'm just doing laps in the state. It didn't look like it was gonna happen. South Carolina's not a hub of entertainment. So I was so frustrated. And I was working at the Comedy House in Columbia, South Carolina, and I asked him, I said, hey man, I just need, somebody need to see me, man. You take me on the road, I'll pay you. Whatever they pay me, I'll pay you if you take it. He pulled me to the side. He said, ever say no stupid ass shit like that. He was like, do you know somebody gonna hear you say that? They're gonna take you up on that? He was like, man, you are funny. Your time coming. You just started. Give it a minute. And I fell back and he wasn't lying.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Rest in peace. Great Tyler Craig.
Definitely. So your biggest pet peeve on stage?
Oh man. People who make the show about them in the audience. Why would you come to a show if you got shit going on? And this is a party and y'all just, the comedy show is background noise. Y'all just doing y'all thing. You know, it is that aggravating. It's very rude to the people around you. It's rude to the venue. It's rude to the comedy.
Right, yeah. All right, I got two more for you. If you weren't doing comedy, what would you be doing?
Probably be a welder because I am a certified welder.
Gotcha. Nice. And the last one word to describe your comedy style.
Grumpy.
I like it. I like it. See, that's the kind of stuff people don't get to hear. That's the real insight right there, and I appreciate it so much. Well, Marvin, thank you for bringing not just the laughs, but the real life perspective behind them. And comedy is one of those things that looks simple on the surface, but when it's done right, it connects, it teaches, and it leaves an impact. So tonight's conversation was exactly that. To everyone watching and listening, thank you for joining us for another episode of Smoking Ice. Remember to like, subscribe.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, thank you to like, subscribe, and share, because if you don't, we can't be here, and I love being here with you. Thank you so much again. You have been amazing, 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 and such a wonderful talent. Listen, guys, look for them, find them. And if you can't find them or can't get there, make sure you watch that comedy special. It's on Tubi. It'll be on Tubi.
On Tubi right now.
It's on Tubi right now. So make sure you go on and see it. I'm Kelly.
I'm Marvin.
Until next time, let's spark something real. I love it. Thank you so much.
Smoke and ice, twice as nice. I'm your vice. Smoke and ice.
We hope you've enjoyed Smoke and Ice with Kelly and Wayne. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend so they too can be informed and entertained. For more information about the show, go to smokeandice.net.